Greg Andrick here, bringing you another business freedom conversation post. So, Muck and Zuck, they're at it again. Although I heard that Musk is saying that he needs surgery maybe before they do it. But anyhow, it's a very funny video. I think you'll really enjoy it. And it asks the basic question, what does our society come to when you have these people that have more money than they know what to do with, and they're talking about a cage fight? So take a look at it. I think you'll find it interesting and amusing. Enjoy. This is Greg Andrick, Business Freedom Conversation. I'll catch you on the next one.
The prospect of a rematch between Donald Trump and Joe Biden weren't enough. We now have the possibility of an actual cage fight between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg.
Lorenzo Fertitta called me this morning. Station Casinos in Las Vegas is putting a lineup on this today. If these guys are serious, I make fights that people want to see. That's what I do for a living.
The catalyst for the challenge was a social media exchange between the two CEOs. After Mr. Zuckerberg suggested his company, Meta, might create a competitor to Mr. Musk's Twitter, since rebranded as X, Mr. Musk joked to one of his followers, "I'm up for a cage match if he is." In a response memorable of Robert De Niro's Travis Bickle,
"You talking to me?"
Mr. Zuckerberg replied, "Send me location."
"Well, I'm the only one here."
The professional competition between these two magnates to capture the space for social media conversations is productive entertainment. Seeing Mr. Musk's troubles with Twitter, Mr. Zuckerberg brought forth Threads, which was followed by the Muskian counterattack of rebranding Twitter as X.
He loves X. He owned the X.com domain in 2017, which he bought from PayPal back. You know, he's launched Model X, SpaceX. He has a kid that starts with an X. But the reality is he's actually trying to rebrand X.com and X.ai into something else. It's about the super app.
"I'm lifting weights throughout the day, preparing for the fight," wrote Musk on X, going on to say, "Don't have time to work out, so I just bring them to work." It seems, busy as they are, both mega-billionaires are taking time out to channel their inner Maximus.
Are you not entertained?
Memories these days are short. This won't be the Thrilla in Manila between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. It's more like the battle of the sexes tennis match between Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs.
Girls play a nice game of tennis for girls, but when they get out there on a court with a man, even a tired old man of 55, they're going to be in big trouble.
This would be the biggest fight ever in the history of the world.
In the week since Mr. Musk laid down the gauntlet, Mr. Zuckerberg has posted footage of himself in training. We've also learned that at 5'7" and 155 pounds, he's a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. No such video of Mr. Musk, who at 6'2" and indeterminate weight, purports to have little interest in working out. He does say he has trained in no-rules street fighting. His former girlfriend, the Canadian singer Grimes, says Mr. Musk is very strong. She also says of the fight, "I would prefer that it didn't happen," which is what most of America thinks about a Trump-Biden rematch.
2/3 of Americans do not want Donald Trump or Joe Biden on the ballot. Like, that is clear, and that has always been the case.
Perfect. Both men have agreed that proceeds from the fight will go to charity. But when Mr. Musk suggested that it be live streamed on X, Zuck, as he calls himself on Threads, replied, "Shouldn't we use a more reliable platform?" He means the DeSantis campaign launch.
I'm here. I know. I think you broke the internet there. We had over 500,000 people in one Twitter space.
Whatever one's views of such long-ago U.S. robber barons as Andrew Carnegie or John D. Rockefeller, whose steel and oil industries were the tech giants of their day, it's hard to imagine them stooping to a cage fight. Today, it's the easiest thing imaginable. Parents spend endless hours figuring out ways to keep their children away from the screens of social media because they don't want their kids to turn into idiots. But it turns out the people running the companies are idiots.
Facebook is successful because people have a deep desire to connect and share, not to stand apart and fight.
What these two men have achieved would normally be enough to fill several lifetimes, but they are proving the ultimate goal in American life today is to turn oneself into a public spectacle. Trump, Biden, Zuckerberg, Musk, the dumbing down of America is just about complete.